on the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Utes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses, up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Bringing the heat. Snagged out of the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Utes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Using his feet, and he could not get loose on the run. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling them up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Working that left side now. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Utes.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Coleman. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air. It's Bachmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to go right back downfield. With the catch, it's Reynolds. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. The snap sets up the throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to pound their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Bachmeier. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Finding some room. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. This time he wants to throw. He's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here's a gift to Parker. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Delaware Blue Hens taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini.
The Cougars will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ncaa has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Jones wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose. It'll be a turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. BYU lines up with a first and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Cougars. They take the lead with the 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Utes have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. Handoff for Parker. Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Parker again. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. The Utes will hustle to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Jones to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
There's some room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't...
Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Buckmeyer. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And despite going 0 for 2 on fourth down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. It's complete.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
From the red zone, looking for a man. Moving out to the right. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! Great job by the back on the option. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. Shades of the Lavelle Edwards era as BYU is flexing its muscle and building a lead.
Jim McMahon is smiling somewhere. BYU and the explosive plays offensively, that's why they're lighting up the scoreboard.
Yeah, and the Cougars always dominate the line of scrimmage. You can always count on that. But listen, in this matchup with Utah, you usually don't see Utah get dominated up front. BYU bringing that physicality.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Utah! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Wilson on the carry. Hard running there. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run for it. It's Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. The The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Utes moving quickly to the line.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And he's knocked down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Using his legs, it's Coleman. Got enough for the 1st. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they get him down. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only